We're ready. Okay, just add us. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Real Homeless of Dallas. Is that all the cameras, Brandon? I feel like we're missing one on this sweet lady right here. Is that...
No, we got everyone has their own camera.
Where's her camera?
That's
you...
right there. Because I haven't added it.
There we go. Okay, now we're in here. Guys, we're live. We're live on the internet. Let's go. Clap it up. Clap it up from the Dallas Public Library. How hard was that?
Not hard at all.
That wasn't hard? Oh my God, I'm sweating bullets. It's hot as hell in here. Damn, why do they keep it so hot in this bitch?
I have no idea.
It's hot. Okay, so let's go around and let's have everybody introduce themselves, guys. I'm Primetime 99 Alex Stein. I'm a pimp on a blimp. I'm the host of the most. And I want to talk to the people because I'm a man of the people. And I feel like, there's an underrepresented group of people out here. I see me. They call me a conservative. And I am conservative because I'm upset that illegal immigrants are getting more social services than American citizens that are struggling.
That's right.
So what I want to do is I need to get out the message that Americans are struggling out here and that they need help in front of some illegal Venezuelan that might have murdered somebody.
That was someone like that when I was, my godmother was giving me a chance and I had to sleep in the van. But the guy next door was from Venezuela and he was adding and building to his home. But it's like some other stuff started manifesting, which kind of made me hurry up and make another move from my mom because of that neighborhood.
Some Venezuelan jacked you up. Is that what you're saying?
No, he didn't. I kept trying to get him to. Oh, by the way, my name is Charles.
Yeah, Charles. Actually, how is the audio
Charles
there?
P. Manning.
Are you watching the stream, Ronnie? Can you check the stream and see if
I'm watching it. We're good.
The audio is good?
Audio's good.
Can they even hear you? I don't know if they can hear you.
It was doing back feed when I.
And then we can't see Brandon. Maybe you should sit with like your back closer to Brandon or something. Okay, all right. Well, let's get this show started. So you're Charles.
Charles.
I'm Yolanda.
Yolanda. That's kind of Hispanic right there. Do you have any Hispanic lineage?
Oh, a little bit, yeah. I'm a little bit of Geechee and a little bit of Mahachi.
What is that?
Mahachi Indian is
That's
like native.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's
it's a native.
Native American.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's why you got that good caramel skin. Okay, now introduce yourself, young man. Say that again. Yeah, put that mic a little closer.
Yeah, you got to talk
right there.
Say my name is Daryl.
Daryl.
Yeah.
Daryl, speak up, Daryl. Don't be shy.
Yeah, Daryl.
Where are you from, Daryl?
Houston.
What do you find yourself doing in Dallas right now?
Looking for jobs right now. Going to see my friend.
You seem like a nice young guy from Houston.
Yeah.
How'd you get down on your luck?
Nowhere to stay right now. Homeless. Out there.
Grinding. See, I hate to hear that. And what happens when a nice young white man like you try to get social services? Do they help you out?
No, I tried Social Security.
Speak a little louder.
Tried Social Security. Trying to wait on my housing right now.
Do you get food stamps?
No.
You get no SSI, no nothing?
No.
What about you, Yolanda? What services do you get?
Well, I get a little government assistance, like with food. With, with a little bit of food and a little bit of housing, but I'm working on getting that back because the immigrants have tried to take that from me, and I'm trying to work hard to get that back right now. And that's the reason I'm homeless right now. And I do receive Social Security and like I said, food stamps.
Well, what about you, Charles? How are you doing financially?
Well, I get a small SSI, but and I get food stamps. But my godmother, she worked for a neighborhood association. But when she gave me a chance at the house, gave me another chance, I was too stupid because she said, "Well, I just seen a young woman come in the house. Where's she at?" I said, "Oh Lord." I said, "You didn't tell me all the rules." So I had to move back from the house, and then she was telling me that I can go to Austin Street Shelter And at that time, I was still working on credentials, but I ended up losing some of them credentials when they was having a party here downtown, and I ended up losing all the duffel bags. So
Duffel bags of what?
Clothes.
And so now you catch yourself. How's the stream? Is there an echo on the stream anywhere? Okay, just checking, guys. I'm hot. I'm sweating. We're out here talking to these homeless people. We're trying to help them.
Okay.
But how'd you get homeless? So, what kind of drugs are y'all on? I know y'all got to be on something. What are you on? Just be honest.
I quit. I think.
What were you doing though? What's the craziest drug you've done?
Meth.
And what did meth make you feel like?
A little weird, hospital.
But you still wanted to take it, even though it made you feel weird. You still wanted to keep doing it. Why do you think that is?
I had to quit, on it. Put me in the hospital.
From what, overdosing?
Yeah.
You almost died.
Yeah.
Damn. What about you, Yolanda? What? Because you're Native American, so what do you like to drink a little? That's what they say.
No, my choice of drug was marijuana.
A little marijuana, and now because of marijuana, you're down on your luck? Come on.
Oh no, that's because I don't quite know how to say this, but it's just people out there that hates on your living, and they try to keep you down homeless. And so they took my housing, some people that was immigrants, and gave it to the immigrants, and now I'm fighting to get it back, and I'm hoping to get it back soon, but I'm not for sure. I just keep it in the hands that it belongs to, and hopefully I soon get it back.
I hope so too. Where are those cigarettes I put on the table? Charles, put them out. Well, I'm going to give you some cigarettes. We're going to do them loosey goosey. We're going to earn it. Look at this. All of a sudden, they got the cigarettes in their pocket. How'd you pick which one gets the menthol and which one gets the red?
Okay.
You're slick. No, we're trading cigarettes. This is prison style. We're in the library, Yolanda. Always trying to play games. So quit, Yolanda. And then Charles, you're not innocent either. You're playing games. You got the cigarettes in your pocket. I was like, where are my cigarettes?
When you said them that,
who wants a menthol? We got to smoke. Okay. Say your name, young man, again. Daryl. Daryl, why are you so quiet? Earlier I was talking to you. You were just chatting up a storm. Are you nervous? Don't smoke it in here. What do you want, the regular or the menthol? What do you want, a regular? We'll trade. This is how we're doing it, guys. When we tell good stories, we get good cigarettes.
Okay.
I mean, that's what we got to do, dog. We got cigarettes. We need stories. These people out here, they want to hear real stories. Daryl, don't be scared. Tell me about a night you were so scared you thought they were going to kill you on the street. You were tripping out. Tell me something scary so these people know that you need some help.
See, walking around, here in Dallas.
I think you might be the person we should be scared of, Daryl. You ever been to jail, Daryl?
No, wow. In Austin.
You've never been to jail, Daryl?
Yeah, in Austin a lot.
And a lot in Austin for doing what? What'd they catch you doing?
Assault or something.
Assault?
Yeah.
You beat somebody up? Wait, guys, Daryl in the chat. What do you guys? Should we be scared of Daryl? Daryl, I'm a little nervous.
Daryl, if you're gonna
Put
speak
me in
quietly,
there, assault.
speak into the mic.
Assault. One time assault. They had me. In Houston, an assault.
Were you defending yourself?
Yeah.
Look how bad some of the footages. I'm sweating my ass off. They have no AC in here. So, gosh almighty. Charles, tell us about you. You ever been to jail?
Yes, I've been to jail. I'm a father of two. I have 3 grandchildren, 2 granddaughters, and 1 grandson. And I noticed, like, when I would go to my therapist and they would take the, it's called when they take the blood and things out of your arm. And she told me when I went back, because, I didn't try to hide it from him. So she said, we noticed that there's some cocaine in it again. I said, well, it was free. She said, no, that's irrelevant. Even if it's free, you can't do it anymore. But it was like my mother, before mama died, her auntie called and she said, Dallas Housing Authority is taking applications over the phone. You better go down there and do. So I went with my library card, chartered some space, submitted the application to Dallas Housing, and it fell through. But what happened?
How'd you go to jail?
Oh, they put me out. I went to jail. Do I have to? It would it's too graphic for me.
I mean, do you want a cigarette?
No.
Come on, it's not graphic. What happened? Is it something sexual, or was it?
Me and my girlfriend, we was fighting and stuff, and it got real bad. So I left. But that was one of the biggest lessons that I learned because I had a friend that told me, he said, well, Charles, I'm gonna send you to college. I'm gonna pay for your room and board, and you're gonna have clothes, yada yada yada. But I snapped one day at nighttime. I'm talking to this girl, and the same girl.
Yeah.
I ended up hurting, and I went to the penitentiary.
What'd you do to her? You beat her up? No, Charles, you beat up some woman.
Yeah, but I
Did she cheat on you? What'd she do?
No, it was sadism. It was like because she hit me this when she hit.
Oh,
me,
she
started,
sliced you up.
Yeah, she sliced me.
She
She thought, no, but when her sister come in the room, her sister was married to an African, and you know that old program when you get married to an African, it'll make you an American citizen.
Yeah, so you're doing 90 Day Fiance.
When they come in the house,
and why
I was looking at her, but
African?
she was cutting potato when they walked in the house. She said, "Oh, it's like that now," and then she hit me, and the blood speeded up to the roof. So I jumped up and went over my parents' house, and my dad at the time. He said, Charles, you cannot run people's house when you go over there. But her mother did. Her mother said, all I want out of that is some grandbabies. Like,
so did you knock her ass up?
I tried to, but it was some other people getting in there because it was like sadism. I had to look it up, and she was like a nympho, but there was some sadism in it. Sadism is a term that she loved you, but she will hurt you at the same time.
Oh, wow, she's a sadist.
Then some other strange characters was coming by the house. But what really, really tripped me out one day, the city said, well, we're going to send somebody there to come pick you up so you can go and vote. I said, okay. So we went and celebrated her birthday. When we went on come back, her mother said, Charles, what did you do? Because they had the interceptor, which is the suit, the shield, had the shields in the backyard, had the detectives coming on the front porch. And they cut off Ewan and Keith. And the first thing I did, I got in position and I put my hand
just to arrest your ass. So they had helicopters and everything. So you must have beat her up bad. Look at you smiling about that. Now
it got worse. It got her mother ended up sending me her last will and testament while I was incarcerated. And she ended up committing suicide.
The mother or the girl?
The daughter.
The girl you were messing with?
Yeah. What happened? She was trying on some negligees to see if I was going to be fascinated with. She put on a camisole, and I told the camisole make her look trashy. Then
she put on a nice camisole, and you said that.
Yeah, but she wouldn't put on a long one. And when she wouldn't put on a long, it was like, okay. But she went in the bathroom, and I'm wondering why is you in the bathroom so long? So, and pushed the door open. She don't collapse. She like an orange juice glass.
Yeah.
She don't collapse because she was like an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And she's drinking rubbing alcohol. And the rubbing alcohol.
She was drinking rubbing alcohol, not even regular, but alcohol is only $1. She can go get it.
She was drinking that there and it made her collapse. Because at that time it was getting close to Christmas.
Yeah.
But I was trying to, but they loved it me and I loved it them. So,
but this woman that was drinking rubbing alcohol ended up killing herself.
I turned myself in. When I turned myself in, things went right for me. And I ended up getting a pardon from the Attorney General.
Why?
Well, that was my first rodeo for the simplest fact. They had me in a room, a 6x9, with a guy that was a Latino, but his track number was 9999. It's like, and then he snapped. Mine, I had a date that they gonna let me out, but he didn't. So he snapped he said, man, your cell is in there, and he don't snap, and he throwing coffee on everybody. He be throwing coffee. That coffee was bad. It was TDC coffee was bad, but
TDC, that's the jail, Texas Detention Center.
Yeah, I took up 2 trades. One was for electrical, the other one for drywalling, because they had at that time with TXU Electric.
Yeah, and
they came out to do the open forum for us to encourage them. When you get out, if you apply yourself right, we'll give you a job.
Yeah.
Oh man, they stuck the grounding rod to the transformer, and it was like, the only thing that messed it up, I carried on with my teacher in the education field, and every 3
when you were a student
in the penitentiary, I went to school because I didn't want to.
And the female woman you started messing with. Damn, Charles, you mess with all these women. I think that might be your biggest problem. Yolanda, what about you? How did some man do you dirty? You ever been to jail?
Yeah. Not too long ago, I was dating a guy, and I thought things was go well, but then he started wanting more, and I did not want that. So I ended up telling him no, and he got mad about it, and so I had to dash some rice and boiling rice and grease on him. He jumped up. Ah!
Yolanda, you're telling me so this guy was doing you dirty. He was trying to get frisky.
Yeah.
And to pay him back, you boiled some rice and grease.
Because he put me in the head like
I know. I believe it's self-defense, but I'm just saying that's how you got back at him.
Yeah.
What'd the cops say when they got there? He was all burnt up.
Well, they looked at him and checked him out and seen that it was what it was, and they took me to jail.
And how much time did you do?
Well, it was a misdemeanor, so I stayed in there for about probably a week or two.
Damn, Yolanda's tough. We like Yolanda. You get a cigarette for that, Yolanda. Daryl, you look scared to death over there, Daryl. This can't be more scary than a penitentiary or freaking the street. So where are you going to sleep tonight, probably, you think?
I'm looking for the bridge.
So you'll go into the
there,
bridge?
The shelter.
Oh, that's the shelter's called the bridge. What time can people go into the shelter?
Maybe 4 o'clock.
And were you going to the shelter?
Not at the moment, because they got a program here. They say every Tuesday they doing like housing, and I was charged
at the library. They got
at the library on the 6th
Oh, so that's why Tuesday is so packed.
Tuesday, yeah, I'm gonna go and apply to them. And I already applied to cafe through Dallas Housing Authority, but it's the cafe. Money gets small and money gets lame, so I had to wait till I could give me some funds. Then I would go from there and go, and apply for an apartment. But if I want to do that there. I'm gonna do that there because
you need to get a house. We got to help you, Brandon. We've not got any super chats so far. We need somebody to send one super chat. Just if anybody has a question they want to ask them. Daryl, you're over there all quiet. I don't believe that you haven't done methamphetamine recently. I believe you've done it recently. How long have you been clean?
For 2 years, about.
Really? So what do you do now? Do you smoke weed?
Nothing no more. I quit drinking and everything.
Really? How much were you drinking?
Sometimes I'll go to the bar, get 1 or 2 beer, or go to the store, 6-pack or 2 or something. I'm not a cop. You know this, Daryl. I'm not a cop. I'm an interviewer. All right. I want to interview you. You don't have to. Don't talk to me like I'm a cop, and you got to tell me the story. You had 1 6-pack of beer. Yeah. I believe you had more than 1 6-pack of beer in a night before.
I had one.
Yeah.
Yeah. A producer drinks more than a 6-pack a night. Don't be such a. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy.
No.
You wanted a cigarette? Tell us a story about one time you got drunk and did something crazy.
I went to the bar at night and come out drunk, just walking.
The craziest thing you've ever done in your life is walk into a bar. $10 super chat. Thank you, Sergio. Thank you for that.
Drunk a little too much.
And what happened? You just passed out on the street, or what happened?
Yeah, I went on down the street. Crashed out and everything.
That's the craziest thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, or get arrested,
You ever been caught stealing? You ever been caught stealing?
Yeah, one.
You just stole that cigarette from me. You got sticky fingers? Everybody's shoplifting. Yeah. Come on, it's not a big deal. Everybody's.
Ooh.
Come on, what's the best stealing story you've ever stolen?
I bought a truck. I was at the Union Gospel Mission embarking in on the discipleship program under Dr. David, Bruce Butler. Okay, I'm taking and learning, and something took place, and it's kind of messed me up in the head because I was waiting on some money, and the money came, but when the money came in, when another disciple was having words about it.
What's a disciple?
To be Christ-like. They was.
So this is a Christian program that you got caught up stealing a car.
No. He got caught up stealing my money, and it's like. Then he started buying stuff like buying his mama house and buying gadgets like these here. And it's
he's buying microphones.
He admitted it.
He's buying microphones.
Yeah, when he admitted it, I started seeing some strange older gentlemen, and then I could hear the Holy Spirit tell me, "Charles, that's the police." And I said, wow, okay. I said, well, but
Wait, hold on. The Holy Spirit told you who's the police?
It was a gentleman showed up because he was doing the investigation about the money to see who it was that, you know, did a rubber stamp on it and cash. It was $150, Lord.
$150,000. You stole $150,000?
No, it was mine. It was like a royalty check came from me while I was there.
Why would you get some sort of $150,000 royalty if you don't mind me asking?
It probably was a movie star because
you were a movie star. Is what you're saying?
I was with my mom.
Yeah, and she dated some movie star.
No, I had to find out about her. Come turn around, Mr. Will Smith, the actor, wrote me a check for $330,000. Okay.
Will Smith, the guy that slapped Chris Rock?
Chris Rock to get Chris Rock to see.
No, you're telling me Will Smith.
Yeah.
Big Willie style.
Big Willie style. Yes. Yes. And I had to forgive because I saw the way that the money was maneuvered after she did that. Because it's like, okay, you sign it, I sign it, and then you stick it in your account.
Why did you get money from Will Smith?
I don't know. That's not the only time that happened. Mr. James L. Jones came to Dallas about 150, but
James Earl Jones, the actor, wasn't he in Star Wars too?
Yeah, and it was strange. You know, it was strange. But I wanted to try to call them back on the phone because.
Did you have a relationship with these men?
No.
Because you know they say Will Smith's gay.
Well, he was in what you call it, Man in Black. He told him. He said, told the young guy. He said, "Have you ever had sex with a man?" I said, Will, come on, now stop. You know, don't tell everybody. But the deal was.
Wait, so you're telling me that you know Will Smith like that, Charles?
Yeah, he won't see. But at that time, him and Jada was going through. They did like what we doing now. They was on cable.
Charles, are you messing with me? Because I don't think you are. I think you're telling me the truth.
No, I was watching the whole tape about him and her.
You know who Will Smith is, right, Yolanda?
Yeah. I kid
you
you
think
not.
he's telling the truth, Yolanda, that he got a check from Will Smith? Look at Yolanda's skeptical as hell. Look at Yolanda's skeptical as hell, Yolanda. Did he get a check?
Yeah, it came, but someone else busted down and did a party because she used it.
Who's she, that girl or Jada?
No, my mother, my godmother.
I think I just exposed you. I think you might have had a gay relationship with Will Smith.
Oh, no.
Look at you smiling. Look at you smiling. You know, Will Smith's going to see this.
If he see it, then he can know where I'm at because then he'll know.
Will, we're going to send this to Will Smith's agent as soon as we're done here. Will, one of your come on, admit that you did something with Will Smith.
Well,
you know, Google it right now, Brandon, that Will Smith got caught busting down that one guy from Family.
What if they did it, the way he did the check, Mama kept.
How old were you?
I'm 59.
No, not now. Then
59.
No, but then.
With Will?
Yeah.
About 59. Yeah, this is recently. This is recently.
Okay, now it's not making sense.
But it's the truth. Listen, this is the truth because when another check came, I'm wondering, you know, the word of God said those that are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. So it's like I'm hearing a voice, but I'm taking my medication too.
What medication are you taking?
It's a psych medication, but I'm taking it like I supposed.
So you're on a bunch of psych meds?
Not much of it. It helps me rest.
SSRIs or what?
SSDI.
What is the medicine called? You take it right now?
Yeah, it's a barbarian.
And that's an antipsychotic?
It's helped me sleep because of the insomnia. While I was incarcerated, I suffered insomnia real bad, and it was hard to sleep.
But so you're telling me Will Smith gave you this money after you got out of prison? That didn't make sense because you just said you got the money before you were in prison.
No, that was after.
That was the girl. Yeah, so after you beat up that girl.
Ooh, that was years
ago. Did Will Smith know that you beat up that girl with the onion peeler?
No, Mr. Smith, that was while I was living at my godmother's house. But
is this cap, guys? Is this cap?
No, this is the truth. This is the truth. You know, and when I saw him and Jada, but see, he slapped him because he made fun of that what Jada had did.
Yeah, Jada made him a couple.
Yeah, he made fun of that, and Will got up and when he slapped him.
I know, but they say Jada and him do all kinds of swinging.
They got that kind of money. She was on.
What do you mean money? So because you're rich, that means you're gonna let other guys blast your wife?
I don't know, because I've been with some swingers in my time, and it was like I'm going to report, and while I was going to report, a guy in 18 wheeler, he was waiting. He said, "Hey, how is it?"
How's what? Were you at a sex club?
He was asking me how was it, my nature, He was in the, he said, I want you to they were swingers, but he was 18 wheeling drive 18 drive with a rig driving.
Yeah.
But he had his wife in there. He said, I want you to get intimate with my wife. That's not the only one. It was like a black couple living in Fort Worth did me the same way. He said, man, my back. He said, man, my back. I throw my back out. We got a
Brandon, put a poll. Which homeless person should be eliminated from this? Because I think we got one waiting out there. I'm thinking they're going to say Daryl. Daryl looks scared as hell over there. Daryl, look at look at Charles. He's been great.
Yeah, when I tried to stay out of trouble, after I saw that could. I even seen, I was on my phone playing with my phone, and then I saw Stevie Wonder number pop up. And it's like, by the time I tried to
Stevie Wonder, now you're saying you're hanging out with a blind guy? You're full of shit. Charles, are you high right now?
No.
When's the last time you used a drug, even marijuana?
The last time I got into it with I was oppressed because of the money, and when I got oppressed, I went down the street.
You were oppressed because you had too much money.
No, I was oppressed because
you didn't
of the
have
money.
Enough money.
Right. And they had me sleeping in the van.
Who's they?
My godmother and her son.
They didn't want to help you out?
Not like that, because she's a hoarder.
She's a hoarder. She got a bunch of junk.
Yeah, she's a
hoarder. I got a bunch of junk too.
But I was buying suits from her because of her first husband. And when our first husband, they was going through some things, and then she had my shoulder to cry on. And she owned Westmoreland Heights Community Center, nonprofit organization. And it's like, okay. But when the money is like, well, I'm gonna be like Jesus. I'm just gonna forgive you and keep it going, because I know sooner or later my ship gonna come rolling in.
I don't know. Look on the chat. Look, what are they saying? They don't like Charles in the chat. Is that true?
Y'all don't live in the chat. Come on, Mr. and Mrs. America.
Oh no, Daryl's winning big time. Daryl, they're
Mr.
pissed off.
Daryl,
say something to stay on the show. This is an elimination round of the show.
What's it say?
This is an elimination. At the end of the show, you get a
Here's
prize.
Story.
Do you want to win the prize at the end, or do you not want to win the prize?
Yeah,
at the
I
end?
won prize.
Well, Charles is talking. Yolanda's really cool and laid back, talking about how she beat up that guy with hot oil and rice. Yeah. You hadn't said one damn cool thing this whole time. I know you're lying. I know you like to drink. I know you like to party.
I go to shelter a lot. You know, the Austin, the Arch down there.
Yeah, show off your shoes. You have nice shoes. Do you play basketball?
What's he?
And fly kicks.
Yeah.
What do you want to say, Charles?
I went to I've never been so humiliated in all my life.
What happened? How'd you get so humiliated?
First we started talking.
Will Smith cigarette.
She started talking. She said, some of the residents said your breath been kind of, smelling kind of foul. And
smelling foul like alcohol or like stank because gingivitis? Stank
because gingivitis. And it's like her son was in there. And it's like, you could have did that a little bit more better. You could have tell him, going out there alone and talk to him in private. So when she said that, he fell out laughing. It's like, man, that ain't funny. So I started brushing my teeth for at least about an hour and do some dental floss.
You were that freaked out? But you probably had like a dead tooth or something. Did
no,
you go to the dentist?
they feel that I ended up lying on the application to become to get into the program, because Mr. and Mrs. Bob Sweeney was out of town.
Who the hell's Bob Sweeney?
Bob Sweeney is the president over at the Daughters Life Foundation.
Well, guys, is this show any good right now, Brandon? I mean, we're talking about Bob Sweeney. Daryl's over there is not talking. Yolanda's scared to talk. This is trying to be the homeless podcast. We want to get people's stories so we can help y'all.
Okay.
And y'all seem scared to death to talk.
No, I'm not scared to talk. Whatever, whatever this program desired to do for me to get me
What program?
A fresh
so none of y'all do drugs. All y'all are lying. None of y'all
I do marijuana.
I used to do crack. Yeah. And when the practitioner told me, you better stop.
You used to smoke crack.
I used to smoke crack.
Did you ever smoke crack with Will Smith?
Ooh, I smoked it where I almost had a heart attack and I had to go to the hospital. So the doctor was asking me, he said, what are you? And I said, well, I was smoking a lot of crack. And then when I laid down, I started having like EVGBs while I was sleeping in the bed. And then I had to call paramedics.
They said Yolanda's the only one being truthful. They said, yeah, audio sucks. Is the audio that bad, chat? I don't know. Maybe people are just bullshitting with us. It's hard to tell. It does sound fine. What does it sound fine, Ronnie?
It's not like
Oh, it does.
But-
Oh, yeah, because I unplugged it. But go outside the room, Ronnie, and listen to it and see if it's okay and give us a thumbs up.
I mean, it doesn't sound like the studio mic. But
Of course, but you can hear us. Okay, all right. People,
Here's the audio.
yeah, audio is fine. All right. Well, we're losing viewers. I mean, I thought this show would be great. I wanted to have a podcast where I interviewed people that were struggling and thought they could maybe tell their story and they could maybe win some prizes, win some cigarettes, maybe win, a major prize at the end. We're going to maybe have a tournament, round robin, where people could compete that needs help the most. And this is a reality
I
TV
need some of
show.
that too.
I know. Well, you better try to go
But I
viral.
don't-
We
I
need
don't
some
change.
clicks. What do the people
I
on the
don't-
internet want to hear?
Well, I don't change. I've been refined, and I changed my attitude and my behavior. The trouble is so easy to get into, but it's hard to get out of. So since I changed my behavior, and when she told me to stop, I feel a lot better. It's
Stop
like
what? Smoking weed or crack?
smoking crack. It's like this is your mind on drugs and crack is, and it start fizzing. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna stop, and I did. So my godmother would say, well, yeah, you saying all that there now, but wait until you get that money. It's like, Mom,
Have you ever done sexual favors for crack?
debauchery?
Yes.
Yeah, debauchery. Way back in the day, they had a male host show on when the old ambassador.
Tell them what a host stroll is.
It was where the old ambassador building used to be at when they tore it down.
Yeah, but people right now, we got over 300 people. They don't know what a
Well,
whole host stroll is.
A host show, well, the host that I'm changed. This is up there off of Regal Road now.
And that's where all the prostitutes walk around.
That part.
But you said there was a male.
This was male.
So the guys who walk around the street
Yeah.
trying to sell their dick. Have you heard
Yeah.
about this, Yolanda?
Yeah, tricking.
That's
Yeah,
true.
male.
So you tell me the
I mean,
guys
but
trick? Because I
what
see
they
the
do,
girls
how they
trick.
do it is
'Cause-
they dress like women.
So they're
they're live.
transgenders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's a
Yeah.
guy dressed like,
Like
a
a
woman.
woman.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Now, and so what? So you're telling me you put on the pantyhose and the shoes and dress like a woman?
No, I would. At that time, I was letting my addiction get the best of me. So,
Yeah.
but my mother, she told me, she said, "Do not let no one use your ID and all that." There. All of a sudden, out of the clear blue sky, guy walked up to me and said, "Hey man, you got ID?" I said, "Yeah, you want to come go with me?" Oh my. They got greedy though. When I bust down one chick and he got me.
You bust down a
Yeah,
chick.
bust
He said,
down-
Charles, I want you to bang
He
this
said,
chick.
I
Is that
want
what
to
he
do
said?
it. He said, I want to do it again. It's like, no.
Look
I'm
at
not.
Daryl. Daryl, when's the last time you busted somebody down? When's the last time you got laid?
So when my friend will come pick me up here and take me, you want to go with me, take a shower and all that.
And you have sex?
No, just
When's the last time you got laid?
some months now. Been
Is that something you're
March
interested in even
or
finding
something.
somebody to make love or
yeah.
you
Wherever
are?
I go, yeah.
What
More
about you,
in
Yolanda? How's
Houston.
your dating life?
About 9 months ago, the same guy that I called. I mean, he turns out to be a, an asshole, but now he's free. I don't miss
Now
him.
you're talking to that guy again, the guy you burn up with all that hot grease? Guys, look at this. I mean, you guys can't write this out. This girl burned up a guy with hot grease.
I thought it was they was using the formula like Al Green, get some hot grits thrown on you.
That's what she did. Rice, basically. I mean, it's the
Yeah.
same thing as grits almost.
When you want to throw it, you don't put the butter in the grits.
No,
and
I
then
put
you gonna throw-
I put the grease in it.
Oh, you put the grease in
Hair
it,
food.
and you threw it on. Oh my!
Oh, you put hair grease in it? Oh my God, that hair
Yeah,
grease
I
gets
thought-
extra
yeah.
hot.
Wow.
Ronnie, go see if that guy. There's a guy standing out there, young guy. He had on a certain baseball hat. We're about to kick Daryl off the show. Daryl, what the hell, Daryl? This is your chance to shine, dude. The chat, overwhelmingly, they want you to go.
We like you, Daryl.
I like you, Daryl. I think you're a hell of a guy, but I mean, this is a TV show. We need you to. I mean, it's a
How about Daryl?
podcast.
Before you go, the chat's asking Trump or Biden, or Biden
Yeah,
or
who you
Kamala.
voting?
Trump.
I know, but is he out there?
Or
Yes, he's waiting to go on, Ronnie.
Can I say something?
Please say that.
Okay, Mr. and Mrs. America, I want you to understand that I've been refined. All the negativity that you might be hearing on this podcast, I'm totally refined because totally refined. Thank you. Yes, I am. Totally refined. Keeping my hands to myself. Keeping my hands to myself. And mostly try to be to myself, but I was looking at this certain woman, but it's like Nah, because when I woke up this morning, I seen her all cut it up with another guy. And
No, and you burped, but a girl you liked.
Excuse me.
You saw him with another guy.
No, they was asleep.
Oh, Jimmy, you gotta let him in.
They
What do
was
you mean?
asleep. But see, I seen her do some things on like last night, and I was just urinating. And when I looked over there, she was giving him some special attention, and it kind of hurt because I'm not her cup of tea. So I gave and I gave and.
She screwed you over. Okay, Jimmy, give me a 20 real quick, and then let's pay Daryl. We're about to kick his ass out. Daryl, what do you want to say to the people before we kick you out of here? You're not going to win the best homeless person of Dallas contest.
Somebody to shelter to get off the streets,
Our Calling.
If y'all
That-
can.
yeah.
Have you heard of Our Calling?
Yes.
That's a charity I
Friends.
like work with. So check
Jimmy
them out.
works with them
Yeah.
so much. How many times you worked with them, Jimmy? Maybe one.
once, but I donate to them a lot. I raise funds for them.
And you're not even smoking weed. Look at that jacket.
Yeah.
That jacket. Why wear that jacket when it's so hot outside?
There's some in my pocket.
What do you got in
Get
those
in my-
pockets?
Put my ID and all that, walk around.
And you just walk around with those cool shoes and then that jacket.
Yeah.
I just like
And you're not a homosexual or
now
anything
I
like that.
need-
You like women.
No, yeah.
Have you ever done?
Yeah.
Wait, let's not have two conversations. Hold on. Have you ever done anything gay for drugs?
No, man, nothing.
You done
I
anything gay
wouldn't.
for fun? Just curiosity?
No,
Nothing.
just
Oh
my buddy
What did your buddy do?
drink, to come out to go out and drink the bars and everything.
So the craziest thing you've
kinda
ever done
got
is go
on-
to a bar and drink 6 beers and walk outside?
Yeah, or
Mm.
get drunk,
All right, no more cigarettes for him. Give him a $20. Get out of here, Daryl. I can't believe Daryl. Now we got a new young man coming on here. $50 super chat. What did Nick do? Is that Nick Sharon? Oh, please buy them all a meal. Yeah, we're gonna just give them all $20 before they go, for sure. And then we got cigarettes. And then, guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be here, and I think I'm gonna be here on Monday.
Okay.
And we're gonna do a competition for scratch off lottery tickets, and we're gonna see who can win and who can get the most super chats and who can get the most support. Now we got a new young man sitting down here, young, hanging out at the library. So please introduce yourself to the audience.
What's up, guys? Will.
Hey, Will.
What's up?
You ever been on a podcast, Will? Look at him. He's a podcast expert. Charles, tell him about what you and Will Smith used to do. Big Wheelie style.
Nothing. He
Yes,
just-
you
Yeah.
did. You did some sexual stuff. Well, why would he give you a check for $300,000?
I don't know. I was gonna write a letter to him, but after he struck at the what was that, the Grammys?
Yeah.
When he struck him at the Grammys, I bagged up. But this was after. The money came after that because I sit and watched the whole tape of him. And
You're
then
telling me you got a $300,000 check after he slapped? You're
this
sure
was-
you're on antipsychotics? No way. Why are you gonna come up on the podcast and lie like that, Will? Look,
You know.
No, you
You're
don't
gonna
think-
be the next one. He slapped.
yeah, you're gonna be. He ought to slap your ass.
Don't slap me, Will, please.
No, you
Don't
can
slap
slap him, Will.
I'm not in the mood. Don't slap me.
And then listen to Yolanda. So Yolanda's a beast. This guy was kind of treating her bad. So she boiled some hot rice and put a little bit of hair grease in it and got the grease coagulated with the rice. So it was all hot and burnt her ex-boyfriend. But now she's kind of back with her boyfriend.
Oh no.
That's what I'm saying. What do you think about that? It's Will, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? You got Will and Will is over here. It's kismet. I'm telling you, Will Smith's going to see this.
That's good.
I'm
That's
clipping
good.
this. I'm saying Will Smith,
Okay.
but just admit that you had sex with Will Smith.
No, he see.
Admit that he sucked on yours.
No,
Oh.
Did he do that? Because that's what I heard he does.
no. See, my mama.
Did he pay you to bang? Did he pay you to bang
Nothing-
Jada?
nothing
But
else.
you just said you did swinging. Has somebody ever paid
I
you?
had with,
So
I
they
went
paid
with
you
some
to
swingers,
have sex with a man's
but
wife.
it wasn't Mr. Will. It wasn't Mr. Smith. And
Was
his
it a
wife.
white woman or black woman?
One couple was white. He was driving a rig.
And he
And
said,
at
"I
that
want
time, I was going to report, and they still had the sportatorium over there.
you." Yeah,
So,
where the wrestlers are.
yeah,
on air.
and they had the sportatorium. And I was walking through there, and he called out at me. And it's like I needed that money because I have to turn some money. When you go in there, they make you urinate to see if you're gonna be getting high. I even caught. I know God is in my working in my.
Wait,
my
urinate where? On your probation officer?
they would have you urinate in a cup to see if you.
Yeah,
clean
yeah,
or
but
not.
how does that have to do with that guy paying you to bang his wife? Was
Was
she 300 pounds? How big was she?
no. It was
She looks
strange
good?
though. I took a chance because
They took a chance.
Yeah, because I was going to report, but I never experienced that was too. Like I was saying at that time, they still had that male stroll over here and going towards South Dallas. So it was some characters that would come here and have businesses like a South dance floor, uh, which is Yeehaw club like that. It's like,
And these guys would be dressed like girls.
no, they would be wealthy and they would sit back and listen to your conversation and see if you're going to speak deaf metal or you're going to stay positive. So, because a lot of
What is this guy talking about, Jimmy? Do we know anything with Charlie? I'm Yolanda. Can you make sense of this? What do you mean? 1 second you're banging a guy's wife. The next second you're at, yeah, I know, but the next second you're at, so you did just say that you banged that guy's wife. You said that. Why
the
you
18-wheeler.
did?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was two different.
But how did we go from 18-wheeler? Now you're on the whole show and everybody's spying on you. I mean, Yolanda, I'm so damn lost. Will, do you understand anything that's going on right now?
I
Will?
think he was.
I just
doing a
walked
lot
in.
of
I
it.
heard cigarettes and
You want some
$20.
cigarettes? What do you want?
I'm gonna take the cigarettes.
No, but you want menthol or regular?
both.
Okay, here's some menthol for your good attitude, and here's another menthol. We're gonna smoke these here in a minute, but you have to earn these cigarettes. This is prison style, Will. You got to talk about something good now. Well, please, the audience would like to know who you are, young man. They're saying that you're very. They like you in the chat.
What's up, man?
I like that shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Brandon is a very good singer right there. Is that weird? Just smoking a cigarette wearing a shirt that says F cancer?
Yeah, I'm just beating up the cancer. One stick at a time, beating it up.
And Will, what do you catch yourself doing hanging out here at the library? What do you got going on? Just killing time?
Reading. I got some friends that play music on the fourth floor and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. They got a bunch of music stuff over there. They got a space. So we need to do a performance. So do you perform? Do you do music?
Oh, no, not
just
me.
hang out with
But I
some-
have some friends that play the piano on the fourth floor, and they do music lessons up there too.
And you just hang out here? But you seem like a very spry young man. Why don't you have some job? Have you been in the job field at all?
Yeah. Starbucks.
You didn't like Starbucks because there's a bunch
I
of.
did. I actually worked at Starbucks for maybe 10, 11 years.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. And then you stopped working. So why'd you stop?
I've just been moving around.
Come on, Will. You seem like a smart guy. You're probably the manager of this damn Starbucks.
I won't call it that.
But
But I know what I'm doing.
But how annoying are the customers at Starbucks? What's the most? Because you write the names wrong. I know you write the names wrong on the cup on purpose.
First time.
They
Happens
said
to everybody.
on my cup. I was rude to the woman because I wanted extra sprinkles, and she wrote Fat Alex on the cup.
Oh, yeah.
I said my name's Alex. She wrote Fat Alex, and I would have thrown it on her, but I didn't want to waste all those sprinkles. She would have a lot of sprinkles on. You know, I'm not sprinkles, but that chocolate flake, that whatever that caramel thing they put on it, the Muncher Crunch in the new one. But it's such a ripoff.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Shh?
He said, "Shh,
They're charging $8 for a Venti coffee.
And if the right person makes it, tip them $1 too.
Tip them $1 too. Okay, why don't African Americans? Why do they always get blamed for not tipping at those restaurants? Is that true at a Starbucks when you'd have a black customer come
It's
in?
not true.
They would tip you a lot.
That's a stereotype. It's
And that
fake.
stereotype
It's
is
fake.
because I know a woman that works in Chili's, and every Sunday they got a black church that goes in there, and they tip $0.
Oh,
And they get 12 people. You ever heard about that happening? Nobody's ever bought 12 lattes and give a
I've been
$0
in
tip.
Chili's one time in the past 10 years.
Did you tip the waitress?
I didn't even get. I got lemonade.
You didn't tip then, did you? So what did I know? How did I know that you've been to Chili's and didn't tip? You didn't tip on that lemonade. You could have tipped a quarter or a cigarette.
That day, my parents took me out, and I'm pretty sure that they tipped me. They ate.
They tipped her. You're right. Yeah, they
Yeah.
tipped right. Always tip your waitresses. Jimmy, we're only at 300 viewers. I don't know. How much does it say on the stream? Aren't we live on X as well?
Yeah.
What does it say in the top left corner on the screen?
820 with Twitter.
Look at that. Wow. Somebody sent me to something. Well, guys, what are we going to talk about? I mean, this is just insane. I mean, we have a lot to talk about. Well, Will's over there acting like he's a barista, and black people are the best tippers on earth.
So a lot of people have been asking if they're voting for Trump or
Oh, yeah, okay. Trump or Kamala, Will?
Only because I love my grandmother. She voting for Trump. I gotta go with Trump.
Look at the Trump. He's not afraid to be a black man voting for Trump because your grandmother, Will. See?
Yeah, she loves Trump. I FaceTimed her a couple weeks ago, and she was like, "I want you to come back out here and live with me. You know, I got no one to clean my room."
Why don't you go live with your grandmother? Where does she live?
I did already. So she lives on the East Coast.
Where, in
But
New
the
York?
thing was,
I
like,
mean,
she showed me her bed, and she had like a bunch of Trump stickers and a whole bunch of crazy stuff.
and you didn't like the East Coast?
I do. I love the East Coast.
You need to stay with your grandma. She likes Trump. She's probably got half a brain. She seems like a smart woman.
Yeah.
Look at you smiling. Does she still cook and clean herself at all? Does she bake?
Yeah.
No, she does not. What does she bake? Biscuits, muffins, rolls, cinnamon cake? I mean, what does she make?
Biscuits, muffins.
No, she does not.
Cornbread.
She's making cornbread and you moved out of there? You're insane. And now you're hanging at the library? Go back to your grandmother's house.
Right.
They got a Starbucks on the East Coast, don't they?
Yeah.
Will, are you homeless?
So like I was.
That's a
I want to
yes.
say like,
Okay.
well, yeah.
he's in
I mean,
between
like
houses.
you can call it, yeah. So actually have an appointment to move into an apartment next week.
Really?
Hallelujah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's awesome.
So
How does that work? How do you even get a house for the people here? You just go and sign up because, but then it take forever because there's no availability. So, like, how long do you have to wait? Yolanda, you got a free house?
Well, what I did is I just basically was sleeping like in shelters.
Yeah.
And then once like 3 weeks I got my housing Section 8, but then like I say the people that was over the apartments I was staying in was immigrants, and they
didn't like you at the Section 8 place because you take your voucher there, right?
yeah, well they liked me, but they trying to use my information, like my
To
name,
get more loans or whatever.
yeah, name and my social security number and stuff. So
But you do need that to rent an apartment.
and that's what I'm fighting for. But like right now, I'm just been sleeping outside, and it is spooky.
Every night you're sleeping outside, Yolanda. That kills me because it's so hot. When you say outside, you go under a bridge, or where do you go at night?
Well, I sleep in a park.
And then where? Like on the ground or on a
It's
chair?
like on a platform like thing, but in a sleeping bag. It's kind of like camping, but not in the dirt.
And then will there be other people sleeping next to you?
Yes.
And you're an attractive young woman. I'm not just saying that you are. Are you ever worried about a man trying to attack you? Because you are a very tiny woman as well.
Yeah, that's why I try to sleep around other people that can watch out for me and make sure that no one comes up on me or anything.
Is the community tight? Like, are there people within that park that you do trust to have your back?
Yeah.
I'm hearing that echo too a little. I don't know. See if you hear it on the show. Maybe it's just in here because it plays on the speaker. But man, that kills me though that you're sleeping outside at night. But you got the Section 8 voucher. Why can't we go get that house or that apartment? Because there's multiple apartments.
Because these apartments do not want to let me. They don't want to give up my information.
But that's not the only Section 8 place. Why don't you go to one of these other Section 8 places?
Because I have to sign out that house.
Oh,
that
because you're already
apartment.
locked into theirs.
Yeah, and once I sign that contract, then I can go look for another apartment.
And they won't let you off that contract because they're still billing the city or the Section 8 program.
They're building off of me with someone else.
So somebody else is in that apartment that really should be yours.
Yes, exactly.
Look at Charles over there falling asleep, Charles.
Yeah.
I mean, how are the people going to watch this damn show? Charles is dead asleep. Did Nick give another $10 super chat?
like if you fall asleep, just take a little bit of the tobacco from the cigarette, just put it on your lip.
No, like a dip. That's what I do.
Oh wait, I had some gum.
Oh,
Look,
okay.
I
Might gotta
dip.
wake up.
I dip. I'm crazy. So
Yeah.
all y'all smoke cigarettes?
I did. That was my last piece.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn. We'll get some more.
These things can get expensive.
I know they're expensive as hell. That's why we're giving them out. We're handing them out. and we're going to be down here a lot. Can we get a coalition of people that need help?
That
'Cause
would be kind of.
this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. I'm trying to meet people down here. This is our first episode.
All right.
Okay.
This is the real homeless of Dallas. What I want to do is, I'm so sick of City Hall screwing us over, helping out these illegal immigrants. What I want to do is, I want to get a coalition of people that are unhoused, that need help. And I want to go up there and I want to go speak at city council meetings. And I want to go talk to these politicians. And I want to be able to get our message out online so somebody will actually help
Send 'em
American
home.
citizens.
That's what I say, because it's just showing
Send who home?
the immigrants. Because
Ooh.
first of all, we have no jobs that's making a lot of people like me and other people homeless. And once we get homeless, it's hard for us to get a place. It makes us also, if you got someone that's got a house that's looking for a job, and then you got someone that's homeless that got that same education or that same skill, they can't get that job because that they're gonna give it to the person that's
Got a house that's stable.
yeah.
So we got to deal with these immigrants. And I'm not even
But the
anti-immigrant, but-
immigrants, they're coming in, and the thing about it is it's the most important thing is that it's like what I'm going through. They're not going to take your housing. They're going to take your life. They're going to take your social security, your name, and they're going to use that to their ability, not yours. And then once they're through with it, because it happens a lot in California where they buys your birth certificate or your ID or your social security number. And that's exactly what I think through my landlord and manager where I stay, is that these people have bought my information from them. And when I tell them that I need that to move on, you're not in our system. Well, how is that when you got me here and I haven't signed off?
we need to get you an attorney to help deal with this. So we're
We need to
gonna,
go to city council.
yeah, we gotta go to city council.
Yeah.
So what I need all y'all to do is, you guys need to start getting on social media too, so we can start connecting y'all. Y'all need to get Twitters and Instagrams. Will, what kind of social media you got? You telling me you don't have one bit of social media, Will?
Nah, like I had a Facebook. I ain't logged in so long that I haven't I don't know, I lost my password.
Just push that camera and then you could probably show all three of us. I don't know. You can get a little closer.
Okay.
Did it just die?
Oh,
Yeah, I might have. Who knows?
No, it just the Wi-Fi's being annoying. I'll just read it.
Yeah.
This is better. Go with this.
Can
Yeah,
you see
that's-
her?
that's
Now
good.
it's refreshing on my laptop. Maybe the Wi-Fi went down, but the stream should still be
Yeah, the
up.
Wi-Fi's been going in and out.
I think we're good.
Yeah, that computer's plugged in, and we're getting audio right now. Obviously.
Yep.
Wow. So are you guys willing to go speak at city council?
Yeah.
You guys would speak. You wouldn't be nervous.
Mm-mm.
Why not?
Because
A lot of people get nervous. Sometimes
Because
I
I
get
know
nervous.
that there's a lot of people not just like me, but a lot of people that are like me, and that if I feel like if someone else is going through this, that I can probably help them and they can help me, and we can guide each other back on how to get our lives back, because it's totally unfair when I done been homeless and I'm trying to live and I finally get where I'm at, and then you decide to say, okay, let's just take hers. It doesn't matter. I matter, because before I got that one, I was in the Salvation Army. And so I was homeless, and I've been fighting homelessness for years because of different situations. But this is one of the most situations I had to fight for, to get my own information back, and for them to lie and say that, they don't have me in your system at all. It's like BS, because you never got me to sign off that paper to say that, I'm not in your apartment complex, so.
Damn, you got ripped off, Yolanda, and now
I
you're
know.
sleeping at the damn park. What kind of drugs do you see people doing up at the park?
I see most people try to stay humble about that, to where I'm saying like they'll walk off and go around somewhere and do it and
And
come
do
back.
what though? Fentanyl or what? What's the big drug people are doing? Crack?
Well,
Because that's
a
expensive.
lot of people are now trying this drug called crocodile.
Crocodile.
Yeah, and it eats you from the inside out.
I've heard
And
about that.
And
It's
I've
been-
actually seen people like that. You would think they got the shingles, but
Yeah.
it's not the shingles.
Have you seen Crocodile, Charlie?
No.
Wait,
Crocodile.
so, have you seen it?
Yeah.
What croco? What?
It's like crocodile, but it's crocodile.
It's crocodile.
Yeah.
And
It's
this
like,
is a new drug. So you haven't heard about. I've heard of fentanyl. So they have heard of Trank that does that.
they have a Vice episode that came out years ago. It's probably like 2010 or something like that, and it was on like the worst drugs in the world, and that was almost like number one on there.
You seen
It's
somebody done
bad.
crocodile?
I don't want to look at it.
And what do the people look like? Their flesh has been eaten from the inside out.
Exactly.
Are they still sticking needles in their arms and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's why they get it in. They put a needle in their arm, like you going to the doctor to get a shot, but instead of getting a shot and them drawing blood, they're putting chemicals in their body like that.
Wow. So who are you voting for, or can you vote?
Well, I can vote. I stay independent. I like Donald Trump. I don't know about Camilla because I don't really know her output, but Donald Trump have helped the people. And so if I have to choose, it will be Donald Trump.
Yeah, and I can't say it because we're online right now, but my producer will pay you a lot of money if you go vote for Donald Trump.
Yeah. All
I
right.
know a guy for Giotto Blow. He'll help you out.
We got $10 super chat. What would Will do if he could pick a job to start tomorrow?
Yeah, what would your top 3 jobs be, Will?
Honestly, well, I thought about once I get me a place to go work at one of the shelters.
Mm.
That's your dream job.
I mean, not like a dream. I mean,
what's
not
a dream job?
I mean, it would be a dream for a lot of other people. You know what
I know I'm
I'm
not
saying?
hating,
Like,
but I'm saying that's what you want to do if you get on your feet right now. You wouldn't want to go work at like a store or like,
yeah, because it's not just about me; it's about everybody. You know, but especially when it comes to something like that. That's like people's livelihood.
Why aren't you on social media again, being a young man? Are you trying to hide from something? Be honest.
I'm the real thing.
I know, but Will, I feel like if you're not on social media, because you're younger than everybody here. How old are you? 25?
33.
Oh, you're 33?
Yeah.
Well, that's still young. But you're 33. I mean, you're younger than me, but I'm saying I was on social media at 33. Why aren't you on social media at all?
Yeah, I mean, like I have like a little Instagram page, but I'm not on there.
You should start going live and showing people what it's like on the street.
I don't really be on the street like that.
But then they could donate to you. You should show them live here.
Tell them donate to you.
No, I mean,
You
I'll
bring it-
donate to you. Yes,
bring
we
it
can-
home. Bring
we
it home
can-
to the
That's
people.
how we're gonna have to do it. But it just makes me frustrated because, like, I do feel like there's opportunity. You guys have a very unique side and story to tell, and that's why I'm here trying to speak with y'all. And like, if you are making content, and there's people that do it. It's called IP2, Ice Poseidon 2. It's like a whole community of people that just live stream their life, and a lot of them live on the street, but they make enough money from that they can get hotel rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we've gotten $60 in super chats today. You guys can get super chats too.
Mm.
Do you have a phone, Yolanda?
Mhm.
What kind of phone? I mean, is it like has the internet and everything?
Yes.
You should start live streaming. Like, we're live
I
streaming
do
right now.
Facebook.
You do? Do you go live on Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
But is yours monetized yet?
Well, I got I had over 2,000 viewers, but I had stopped, and so now I'm like maybe like 1,000.
Will, they say you look really nice. You don't look like you're homeless. None of y'all really look homeless at all. I mean, Yolanda looked like a school teacher or something. Will looks like a nice young man, Starbucks barista, down on his luck.
Hey, Alex, the chat is asking, do they think Kamala is black or Indian?
Yeah, what do you think? Is she fully black?
No, she's Indian.
She looks Dominican to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a Jamaican.
Well,
Well, like,
But you just said an African's different than a regular American black guy, right? Explain the difference. What's the difference between or Yolanda? What's the difference between an African guy from Africa and a black guy from America?
the difference is the language. The language, they speak different languages. A black guy will speak English, and Africans, they speak African.
They do, but I feel like I have to deal with a lot of African guys. They speak English,
And the accent is
the
different.
accent's different. But
Yeah.
how's the personality?
Well, they are. Well,
don't mess with
I'm gonna be honest. To me, an African guy, they're stubborn, and the African women are
that's-
very bullheaded.
Well, that's maybe in certain cases, because it's like
You deal with African women because those African women are tough.
Yeah, they are.
They're
A lot
tougher
of
than
them-
a black woman from America.
Yeah, a lot of them are down at UTA.
Yeah, I
You
know.
go to UTA, you see a lot of them down there.
You know, in Africa, you can't be gay. Did you know that?
My baby sister is in Sudan. After
They don't have pride parades in Sudan.
Oh,
Did you know that, Will?
Sudan,
It's illegal to be gay in Africa.
oh,
It's a death penalty. It is.
Really?
I'm against it. Yeah, and
Someone
some.
sent it at $2. Said crocodiles desomorphine, semi-synthetic.
yeah.
Ooh, desomorphine. That sounds fun.
Mm.
You don't want to do a little desomorphine?
No, I don't want my skin ate off.
I know that doesn't sound very much fun.
And it looks like it would be painful.
Desomorphine. I guess it's called that because it's like synthetic morphine. Deso, whatever. Yeah. Wow, that's a hell of a thing right there. And so everybody's strung out on queso morphine or whatever it's called.
But yeah, I think she's a Jamaican.
You gotta go
Indian.
pee?
Yeah.
Okay, go pee and hurry though, Charles, because we got some more cigarettes to give out.
You heard?
Hurry. And Ronnie will let you in. Just knock. Damn, I just can't believe all that. Crocodile Will, now it's your time to shine. Will, tell us a little bit about yourself, dude. I need you to go viral. Talk about Trump or something. We need you to freaking say something. We need clicks on the internet.
What's up, guys? I'm Will. I'm from New Jersey,
NBA Finals, you got the cool hat.
bruh.
Do you date? Are
Shout
you
out to
single?
Mavericks.
Is it hard to date? As a barista, did you get a lot of chicks? No. Have you ever been paid for sex? Charles says that he has.
Ooh.
That's a no?
Everybody has.
Well, Yolanda, have you? Somebody's paid you for sex?
Well, yeah.
So you've done a little bit of side hustling?
Well, yeah, a little bit.
Tricking?
Not much. Yeah.
And were the Johns or were they guys that you knew? How did you do it?
Just basically, if I think he's cute and he's hot, yeah, I like him.
Oh, I like that. Hey, everybody's got needs. I'm not against that. What about you, Will? So what did you have to bang some white guy's wife?
People just love to give me money sometimes.
I know you're a handsome young man. Have you ever done modeling or done any, acting or anything?
They just give me, even when I was a kid, it's like holding dollars up in the picture. Just
Wait, as a kid, did anybody ever try to touch you?
Whoa,
then?
no,
Yeah,
no,
because
no,
when
not
you've been
like
a
that.
kid and we're talking about your sex history.
people just, I don't know, people like me, and I admire a good person. Too.
Your gym teacher never tried to touch you or anything like that?
No.
No counselor at school?
Nope.
What
Well,
about
give you the eye, let you know.
Yolanda,
If you was older, I would date you. And I'll be like, whoa.
Mama.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Running backwards, not forwards.
Well, let's see, Charles. I bet you Charles is going to say, Charles, this is a tough question. I'm sorry we got to ask it, but
Okay.
when you were a kid, did anybody ever sexually touch you in a manner that you felt was inappropriate?
Yeah, that did happen to me once. It was my mother's brother.
Your uncle?
Yes. I thought it was about maybe 16, something like that.
No, when you're 16 and he touched you.
Yeah. Yeah, that did happen. But he ended up dying with AIDS.
No, he did not.
He did. Yeah. When I got out, my mother was addressing me about it, Because he slept outside. When he slept outside, that made, instead of him waking him up and saying, "Look, I need to come in the house," he slept outside on the back terrace and got pneumonia. And they took him out.
He got pneumonia, but he had AIDS already.
Mm-hmm.
Charles, you're
He didn't
shaking
have
like
it.
a motherfucker.
I'm cold.
No, you're not. So what are you on? You went, did it hit or something, didn't you?
No, I'm cold.
Then how all of a sudden you get all cold? I'm sweating my ass off. It has gotten a little colder in here.
Yeah.
I'm sweating my ass off. You're shaking like you stole something.
No, I'm just cold.
Ronnie, what did he do? Did you go watch him?
I did not watch him.
Did you go and watch him, Ronnie?
Oh my.
Here, Ronnie, come scoot next to him real quick. Just real quick, Ronnie. This is real quick. Just hurry. So this is Ronnie Sullivan. I don't know if you can see her. Scoot in.
Hi.
Hello.
Ronnie, yeah, she could just talk really loud. Ronnie, I don't know if the camera can see you here. Scoot in. Tell them, Ronnie, about the guy you're.
Don't skid over.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Give him a shot. Back a little that way.
Ronnie, tell them about the guy you're dating. Ronnie's dating a Mexican dude. Tell us about the guy.
Scoot over.
Right here?
You're gonna get real tight.
Right here?
Get tight, or I'll try to see.
Can you hear me okay?
Tell them about your boyfriend, the first boyfriend you've ever had.
His name is Abel Garcia. He's a detransitioner. I'm very, he's, I don't know, words cannot define how happy I am right now. Met him in April over at the comedy show where we had the chat rap meetup, and it was an awesome, exciting weekend.
And you're also homeless right now.
What? No.
What do you mean, what no?
I'm not homeless.
You have a home?
Yes.
Who's home?
I live at Abel's house.
So she lives with her boyfriend, so she thinks she's not homeless. What if they break up? Well, I know, but I'm dead serious. When you break up, what home are you going to go to?
I'm going back to California.
So you'd say your parents' house.
Yes.
So you don't have a home.
Oh, in a way, yes. I mean, in a way, you're right about that one thing, but
See?
I'm not technically. Look, when I travel out and about, I'm considered homeless in a way.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. See, like these guys are going to have homes here, and shortly we're going to help Yolanda get back on her feet. We're going to help Charles stop shaking so damn much, and then Will over there, we're going to get him a job working at Dutch Bros. That's a new coffee shop.
Dutch Bros is fire.
Why don't you let me go get you a job at Dutch Bros tomorrow?
Tell them I'll say what's up.
I'll drive your ass there tomorrow. I'll go have you freaking apply, get you a job.
Charles, I think you're good. You okay, man?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just cold. I'm just.
What are you worried about him?
Yeah.
You know they having
chat's worried
coffee.
about him.
Hey,
The chat is worried about him.
they're having coffee
Yeah.
downstairs at 2:00.
What's the chat saying? They say he's tweaking. They say you're tweaking. They say you're tweaking. Be honest, are you tweaking?
No.
The chat saying, look, he's tweaking.
I had a peer at the U Gospel Mission said the same thing. He said, no, man,
Oh, Ronnie, they said, look, show that chat. Kick her off the homeless podcast. Homeless folks
I'll
only.
get off. Sorry.
You're on meth.
No, I'm straight. I'm just
It's
cold.
cool. I'm not a cop. We don't
yeah,
care.
But, yeah, but give me the coat and I'll put the coat on.
Okay, here, put the coat on. I'm sweating my ass off. Damn, I'm hot. You put the coat on. Yeah, we're gonna warm your ass up. Ooh, gosh, I'm sweating like I freaking stole something myself.
Am I good?
Get out of here, Ronnie. Get out of here, Ronnie. Trying to act like she's better than everybody, even though she doesn't have a house either, and she's acting like, "Oh, I got a house. I live with my boyfriend." All right, well, guys, we got to wrap things up here in about the next 20, 30 minutes. What are they saying in the chat? Have we got all of our super chats? What do you guys think about this? Because
Someone super chatted saying to give him your jacket.
Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be a long series of shows we're going to be able to do here, because I thought it'd be a little more interesting. This podcast has been kind of boring.
Not really. This is new to me. It's pretty.
What is the chat thing? Put a poll. Has this show been boring? Yes or no? Because there's a litany of people to talk to at this library, so I'm just wondering if we should do it. We talk to people.
Well, how about ask well, we got all the stories. Ask Yolanda.
Yeah, I know. We've been talking.
Like what the wildest story in the street.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tell us something crazy that a situation that's happened to you while you've been out on the street. Something that's wild.
So
Don't be shy. You can say whatever you want.
no, I can't even tell you.
Why not?
Cause
Have you ever done drugs?
I smoked a lot of weed.
What else?
I think I did Molly.
That's it. You smoked weed and then Molly one time.
Yeah, like I don't even drink no more.
You used to drink a lot.
Not even really. Like there was a point in time when I did. I probably would have maybe like 4 or 5 drinks.
Well, how'd you
5
lose your
drinks.
job at Starbucks? About drinking?
I moved to LA.
Trying to be an actor or something?
No.
They got Starbucks in LA.
Yeah.
I worked at Nike in LA.
And you got caught stealing the shoes.
Nope.
Have you ever stolen anything?
I mean, when I was young.
Yeah, everybody's throwing a candy bar. Come on, don't be. Listen, life is about second chances. We don't need to be ashamed to. We need to be unapologetically ourselves because we can always change. It's like the caterpillar turning into the
you
butterfly.
know what? So, since you brought it up,
Yeah, we
a couple
probably.
months ago, I was at Parkland and the line was long at the Starbucks.
Yeah.
So I just took one of them Sprite cans and I drank it right there. And I just went to my appointment. When I came back downstairs, they told me to pay for it. So.
You know what I do? You know what I do? Is I go to Chipotle and they put all the orders on that rack. I go grab 2 or 3 bags. I say, I'm door dashing. I look at the receipt and it says Juan Diego. I'm Juan Diego's door dasher. I've gotten free burritos the past 6 months. You ever done anything like that? Go to McDonald's. This is what I want you to do next time. Go to McDonald's, and this is not financial advice.
Okay.
And say, I'm Charles, I'm the door dasher. My phone just died. I'm picking up an order. They're just gonna give you the food and just run out and just eat the food. Are you tweaking? What are you on, Charles?
Because you got a coat on.
Yeah, I'm cold.
And I'm looking now.
No,
You
but I
just
leave.
Let me see your eyeballs. They look big. I can't even see your pupils.
I leave out about this time because it get cold at night.
What kind of dope are you on? It's okay. Just be honest.
I'm on this. Nothing. I'm just cold.
What is the chat saying? They think he's on dope. And you're breathing hard?
I'm all right. I just need to get out there in that sun so I can thaw out. Yeah.
I'm worried about you.
Don't be worried about it.
I'm worried. Are you okay?
Yes.
Here, put on my Apple Watch. Let's see what. No, we're gonna see what your heart rate is. Put this on. Hold on. Oh my God, he's shaking, Jimmy. He's shaking. Bring your camera over here, Jimmy. Wow, this is not good. We might have to call the ambulance.
No.
You know, like if you drink cold water, your body adjusts to that temperature.
Let's see. It's saying it's going really slow. Jimmy, come here and show the measurement. Look at this.
Go get my man some
Well,
water.
he's really shaking. Are you on Crocodile?
Give my man some water.
No, I'm just cold.
He's having trouble measuring your heart rate.
I'm just cold, Mr. and Mrs. Murphy. I'm just cold.
I think we should get him out. Like this.
Yeah, well, we have to
We just don't want
wait.
anything to happen.
I don't want anything to happen either. I want to see what your heart is at. It's beating like crazy.
Right. Charles, I think it's time to go.
No, wait, Jimmy. Let's just see what his heart is. We might need to call him an ambulance.
No.
You sure? Do we need to call him an
Well,
ambulance?
let's get you outside to warm you
I
up.
just need to go outside and warm up.
Yeah.
Okay. Give him $20 and he take your cigarettes. But
Okay.
let's clean the jacket. Damn, Ronnie, give him some cigarettes and make sure he goes outside.
Yeah, just walk him out.
Cigarettes?
Yeah, here, give him some more cigarettes. Wow.
I think this camera
Yeah, I think it's the Wi-Fi. It's getting
is
bad.
gonna get you.
See you, Charles. All
right,
give
yo,
him some
be
money. Did you give him
safe.
20? Okay. No, Jimmy gave it to him. Make sure he gets out.
Go get cozy. They
Go
serving
get in
coffee.
there.
Wow.
They're serving coffee downstairs in 45 minutes.
Okay, we only have a few minutes left in the show. What did you guys think about that? What do y'all think Charles just did? He was just shaking like he stole something. I'm worried about his health.
I don't know. He might just be going through something.
You think he's withdrawing from something?
I don't
Either
know.
that or going. It's hard to tell because you put the jacket on and he had it on quite a long time.
He was shaking like crazy.
and it seemed
stuff.
like he started shaking even more after putting it on. And I was like, whoa. I got to noticing that.
What do you think, Will?
Hope you all right.
I hope he's all right too. I'm worried he's on
I was
his.
telling you, they're serving coffee downstairs.
Jimmy's scared. Yeah, look at Jimmy, guys. He went to Princeton. He went to some Ivy League school. He's never seen it in real life. That's why I want to do this podcast. Is I want to try to get people to see what life is like on the real streets. You
He
know.
put one of the moves.
But see, if
Really,
you
so
don't
get him out of
eat-
here.
Out here in these streets and you just going, you doing your thing like you do every day, and you don't keep your body up, then it will start to fail you after a while. So maybe he hasn't ate breakfast or something, and here it is past lunchtime.
Nah, it's not breakfast. He was shaking like this. He just having his convulsions.
Oh.
That wasn't no breakfast like that. Y'all trying to white knight for him. We can't just be real. I'm worried about Charles's health. Will, are you
Should have
sober?
made him kind of wave it.
I know. That's
so
what I'm
with them
saying.
cigarettes, he could be like,
Jimmy, do you have our waiver next time for next week's show?
Next
we
week
need a
we'll sign-
waiver.
We might need like a real one.
What did they say? Has the show been boring? What's the official?
No,
poll?
everyone. It's.
No, 80%. No.
I think the fact that we're just streaming at lunchtime.
You think that makes it a little?
Well, just not as many people are available. People who have jobs.
Alex, ask about some conspiracies.
Okay, yeah. So, Will, what do you think the shape of the Earth is? Round or flat?
No.
it's round.
What about you, Yolanda?
I think it's round.
What about 9/11? Do you think 9/11 was an inside job, Will? You do think the government was conspiring against American citizens?
If not our government, it was someone else's government.
You do think so?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's just,
I think what I think is that they got back at us for something that our government did to their government. Stole money from their government and they came and wiped our government out.
Do you think there's a ring of elite Hollywood pedophiles that rule the world? He can come on. Does that guy
Or
want
do
to
you
come
want?
on?
Do you want to come
Come
on?
on, yeah, get that guy. Have that guy come on.
Yeah, I think so.
You
And
do
the only-
think there's,
yeah,
you
I
think
think
there's
it
elite
is.
pedophiles that rule the world?
Yeah, and I think they're undercover. They're not going to say.
Do you think they're lizard people?
Or they're on the run. That's
Yeah.
what it would be.
Yeah, there's lizard people.
Brandon, maybe pull the camera back about like half a foot. Look at this man. We got a new guest in here coming in hot.
This Breakfast Club.
This is the Breakfast Club.
We got the books, everything.
Yeah, we're live on the internet right now. Sit down.
Sit down.
Yeah, please make yourself up. This is your microphone. We're live on the internet right now. Well, thank you for joining us. This is like the Breakfast Club. So, what are you doing here today at the library?
Well, I come here every day to watch NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
No, you listen to that?
First Take, Stephen A. Smith.
What about Jason Whitlock?
Jason who?
Whitlock. You don't know, so you like Stephen A. Smith? What about Skip Bayless got fired?
Skip Bayless.
You like Skip
I'm
Bayless?
playing Skip Bayless.
He just got fired. Who you voting for? Trump?
He can't get fired from his own.
Skip Bayless, yeah, they canceled the show.
ESPN?
Or, yeah, he was on Fox Sports 1.
Oh, Fox Sports 1. That's
He's
right.
done. Bayless is done. Who are you voting for, Trump or Kamala?
Kamala.
No, but you're wearing a Trump hat. Look, he's got a Trump hat on. That's American flag hat.
Well, they say they do say that the military started with the Republicans.
Yeah, are you an ex-vet? Here, let me get my jacket.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
sorry. Say that again. The military started with
They
the.
say
Are you a vet?
Republicans. United States Army Reserve.
No, so you're in the reserve. Did you see Tim Walz, the guy running for vice president, was in the
Yeah,
reserve?
I've seen Tim Walz.
Mm-hmm.
He lied though and said he went and did a bunch of stuff in Afghanistan, and really he was just in Europe.
Oh, he just misspoke. That's all. He wasn't literally trying to convince people that he actually had been in war and carried a weapon.
Has Kamala Harris done enough to help our homeless veterans? I don't believe she has. Or do you think Joe Biden has?
Has she done enough to help homeless veterans? Well, I'm not sure about that.
What about all the stuff she's done to help illegal immigrants get free hotels and free airplanes? Do you get any free hotels?
Well, I'm kind of confused because some people say Kamala Harris is a DEI hire.
Yeah, I do.
They say she has no responsibilities.
I say that.
Some say she was hired because she's black.
Oh, I say she's Indonesian.
But now I argue with a guy about this all the time. She has no responsibilities. She doesn't do anything. She just, vice president's title.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden, she's responsible for illegal immigrants getting $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month.
Yeah, and what are you getting a month? And you're still gonna listen to me though. You're a homeless man struggling, barely got a pot to piss in, and this bitch gets to be the vice president, and she's gonna give some Venezuelan that's probably got a criminal history longer than anybody in this room a free hotel room. Why doesn't that make you mad as a veteran, a guy that risked his life, put it on the line to protect this country, and you got her selling you out to some Venezuelan with the last name Perez?
Oh no! No.
Well,
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, well, look, Nick, $20 super chat. Brandon, you read it out.
If they ran for office, what would they change first? What do they think the biggest issue is here? It seems like politicians only throw buzzwords that fit the time and place. So what's the real issue?
What's the main issue if you would fix, if you were in charge?
If I was in charge?
That's right.
The economic.
Immigration thing?
You like economics?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm stuck on that one.
What, economics?
Yeah, because I don't want to go to work.
You don't want to go to work?
I do. but all the jobs are taken, all the good ones.
Yeah.
I was a photographer, and
Mhm.
I lost my job due to some people that was from another from another part of the city or state, and they came over, and I caught the flu because they coughed over me while I was
They
had
gave you
just
COVID.
no, they had gave me the flu,
Yeah.
and I had to be down for 3 days to a week. And when I went back to work, they was like, "No," but these same people want to rehire me, and they at medieval times. So I'm thinking about.
Oh, go to Medieval Times. You took the photo of Medieval Times.
It was in Wimp.
You need to go work at Medieval Times. Go deal with the horses.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Oh, I'm gonna get you a job at Medieval Times. We're gonna. This is the first episode. Will tell. Say your name again, young man.
Eugene Payne.
Eugene Payne, veteran Eugene Payne. Thank you for your service, Mr. Payne. Will, tell Mr. Payne who you're voting for because your grandmama told you right.
Donald, Mr.
Mhm.
Donald Trump.
He's voting for Donald Trump.
Voting for Donald
A black
Trump.
man voting for Donald
Yeah.
Trump. How does that make you feel, Mr. Payne?
Well, I've heard any black person who likes Donald Trump has slave master syndrome.
Ooh.
Oh.
I didn't say that. Dr. Umar Johnson said.
I like Dr. Umar Johnson. Well, you know what he says too? Black men shouldn't be dating what color women?
White.
Do you agree with that?
I don't agree with that.
You don't? But what does he say? What tell the people what Dr. Umar says?
I'm
About
not
snow
I'm
bunnies.
I'm not sure where he stands on that issue.
You've never heard Dr. Umar talk about that?
I haven't listened to him.
He says
quite
he's not
enough
supposed to
know.
mix. That's what Dr. Umar says. Not supposed to mix like that,
Mhm.
and that it weakens the Nubian bloodline, and that these black Nubian princesses like Yolanda, even though she's part Native American,
Mhm.
they deserve an all black male. Is what he says. I don't know if I
Well,
like
I
Tiger
believe-
Woods. I'm a big Tiger Woods fan.
I believe love is colorblind.
You do
I,
think so?
I do believe that.
Have you ever dated a white woman?
Yes.
Who's a bigger headache, black woman or white woman?
I see it's kind of equal there.
Say
But
something
it was a
controversial.
personality. It was a personality.
Who's better in bed, white or black woman?
Black woman better in bed.
They are because they're more giving.
Well, Richard Pryor already explained that.
Did he explain it? What did he say?
Yeah, what he was
I've
saying.
seen his special. I
Yeah,
don't
he
remember.
says white women don't make any noise. But he says a black woman said, "Oh goddamn, daddy." You guys heard live on the sunset.
I did. I just don't remember it like
Y'all
that.
heard what he
Richard Pryor-
said live on the sunset.
Richard Pryor's the best. So even though you met this young man, Will, that's going to vote for Trump, you're still going to vote for Kamala Harris, who won't help veterans, who gave a BJ to Willie Brown when he was the mayor of San Francisco.
Well, the problem I have with Donald Trump is after his 4-year term, I mean, he had his own vice president on the run.
yeah.
His own vice president had to grab his family and run for their lives while people are
Isn't
outside.
that a little? I mean,
People are outside chanting, hang Mike Pence, and he, all the while knowing that the vice president didn't have the power to overturn the election.
okay, but let me tell you this. You think January 6th is bad. You know they were able to reconvene within 3 hours and certify the election, though, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it took 3 hours. So what about when the TV says that January 6th was worse than 9/11? Do you agree with that statement?
January 6th work? Oh, no, not even close.
Not even close. You're intellectually honest about that. 9/11 was bad. Do you think people,
9/11 was bad.
do you think people within the United States government knew that they were going to take down those towers?
Well, there was a documentary on PBS. I forget this guy's name, but he supposedly knew. They knew that something was coming, but they didn't have any specifics. But they knew it was involving. They said something big. Okay, in 1998, they blew up one of the towers,
Yeah,
and
93. I think.
that was 93, and they had intelligence saying something big is coming,
and it's going to involve some airplanes.
Yeah.
That's about as specific as they had got.
Well, don't you think it's kind of weird that they knew that these people had a plan to do stuff with airplanes?
Yeah.
And they never stopped a guy in a cave with a bunch of box cutters?
Hey, that guy in the cave with the box cutters had enough money to get some things done.
Yeah. You don't think the
Osama bin
CIA? Yeah, but you don't think, they say he was an asset for the CIA. He was a guy by the name of Tim Osman, and he gave inside information because this is what happened is he created a thing called the Taliban or Al Qaeda or whatever you want to call it. But actually, it started out with a thing called the Mujahideen. And the Mujahideen, we gave them weapons. They were these Afghanis. They were in a war with Russia. You heard of Russia, Big Bad Putin?
I heard about
And so what we did was there's a movie. It's called Charlie Wilson's War. Stars Tom Hanks. You know who Tom Hanks is. You need to watch this movie. And it talks about how they used covert government spending to fund Afghanis with weapons to be able to fight Russians in Afghanistan. Did you know this? You didn't know this.
I've heard something to.
So all those weapons that we gave them, and they did well. They stopped Russia's advances. As a matter of fact, they took down a couple of Russia's helicopters with anti-helicopter weapons the United States government gave them. This is called the Mujahideen. Then the Mujahideen was being run by a guy by the name of Osama bin Laden. He was a smaller, lower level guy, but he was in the Mujahideen. And then all of a sudden, it's twisted around where all of a sudden now they're Al Qaeda and we hate them, even though we're the original people that gave them all the weapons and gave them the training to use the weapons we gave them. And did you know during the Iraq War that we were getting shot with weapons that we gave the Taliban?
I knew that.
Isn't that kind of weird? We're going to a war with people that we gave weapons to shoot us with? That doesn't sound right.
In the Iraq War, when ISIS got involved,
yeah,
and they took over Syria and Iraq, I mean, it was so sudden that, well, the Iraqi army was mad anyway because the Sunnis supposedly against the
Shiites.
Sunnis and the Shiites.
Yeah, it was all BS.
And
I mean, I guess they did fight, but
and when the United States put up that puppet regime, the Sunnis were upset.
Did they put up that regime?
They set up. That
I know, but okay,
regime.
but nobody even cares about the Middle East. But what about did they steal the election, or was that election real, or was it stolen?
Which election?
Trump's 2020 when he lost, when he
20.
lost, when Biden won. Do you want a cigarette?
When Biden
what do you like,
won?
menthol or regular cigarettes?
Oh, menthol.
Who do you think won that election? Do you think he won it fair and square? Or do you think they juked the stats?
Trump. Oh, that was the. Well, one thing about that election
is what?
Nobody wanted a woman president anyway.
I don't want a woman president.
And
you do?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
I mean, one is for change, and like also, I mean, like.
Hey, scoot in a little bit, Will, because
Yeah.
So like, I think.
No, this way here. Let's come like a little closer to you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Speak into the mic.
So like, I think that if a woman became president, it would let everyone else exercise how much they can help her. You know, because like
that didn't make any sense. You want a woman president so other people can help her?
Yeah, I mean, because like we've never had a woman president before.
Yeah, because women are too emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, teach you how to be tough then.
Yeah, Yolanda,
It's
tell
true.
her.
I mean, I feel like she'll be thrown off by the first nice looking dude that comes along. You know, she don't have any kids. She don't really have a husband. So she's pretty much ain't doing nothing. So this will be her stepping stone, but then it can also then some guy can come along and just throw her off, and that'll throw the whole world off, and then there'll be a bunch of chaos in the flesh.
I think she's already stronger than that. Got to be that strong to be vice president.
I don't know about that.
For
I
real.
don't know.
All you gotta do is network that and have buddies.
That's what I'm saying. She networked that whole thing. Yolanda, you're a genius. Yolanda is one of the smartest people in this room right now. I hope is this blocking? Is this mic blocking Yolanda's face?
No, you're all right.
She can see it. Okay. No, wow. Yolanda's speaking sense. You think Did you ever have a female boss?
My mom.
No, that doesn't count. Everybody's got a mom. What about
No,
you?
I never
Will?
worked. I never had a female.
You ever at Starbucks? You ever the managers ever a female?
Yeah,
And how bad
all of
was
them
she?
are great.
And how bad were they?
All of them is top notch.
No.
Yeah.
Will, you're so full of it. Will, you're like Daryl. You're just coming in here trying to act all cool for the cameras.
Serious.
Just be real. You see Mr. Payne, how real he is, talking about the war and all this stuff.
No, like so. Whenever I first started off at Starbucks, I was probably like, it was like an all-girl crew, and it was maybe like 2 guys, me and one other guy,
Yeah.
and then another one joined eventually. But like once they threw me on, it was like the beginning of school time. So all the teachers, everyone's there in the morning time. It was a busy time of the year, September, you know, pumpkin spice lattes, hot chocolates, and stuff like that. And like as a barista, that first week you get 40 hours a week just learning drinks.
Yeah,
and
the
book is like this.
Yeah.
You know, it's not nothing to take light. Exactly. Yeah, it's like probably like 80 drinks in there. But like I learned that right there in like 1 week. And after that, they just kept throwing me on the bar.
Those women did.
Yeah.
But they never let you move up. They kept a black man down.
Nah, that's the best spot to have. I mean, you're either gonna be in a register, you be washing dishes.
Yeah, but they would watch
or you
you
be
at the
making
register.
drinks.
They would
Nah.
did they ever accuse you of
If I
stealing?
work, no, and if I work at a bar, I want to be the bartender.
You didn't want to be the bartender, or you would?
I do want to be the bartender.
Why don't you get a job at a bar?
Gotta go get my license.
You need help doing that? No? You don't need any help, Will? We want to help you. I mean, what about you, Mr. Payne? You need some help?
Doing what?
Just in life. Are you doing okay? Are you happy? Are you satisfied with your status right now here in America?
No. My status here in America?
Yeah, I'm just saying, is your life okay? Or, I mean, it looks like you got an injured leg. Is you a vet? Did you injure your leg being a vet?
No, I fell on this knee about 17 years ago.
No.
Yeah, I fell on that knee there.
Are you a boxer, ex-athlete, or anything? You look like
a lot of street ball.
You a street play in the sports, basketball, or what?
Basketball?
Well, my brother was an all-around athlete.
No.
But I was good in sports, but I really didn't have anybody pushing me that way.
Did you grow up with that? Just a mom, no dad?
Oh, mom and dad.
They were. What about you, Will? Were both parents there?
Yeah.
What about you, Yolanda?
No, my mom.
Just your mom. That's tough being raised by a single parent.
That's why I can say a woman would be weak in a presidential state because first, I mean, and I'm not talking about just any guy. It can be somebody that's up there in the house with her, and if he want her position, he's gonna play her just like anybody else to get that position, and I think she would fall for it.
And one thing, okay, I was born in Oakland, California.
Okay.
And coincidentally, Kamala Harris was born in Oakland, but she wasn't raised in Oakland.
No, she's raised in Canada.
She was raised in the Bay Area.
No, she moved to Canada. What age? I mean,
She lived in Canada. She lived in Berkeley.
I think from about 10 years
Different
old
places.
to 18 or something like that. She lived in Canada for a lot of her adolescence.
But she isn't the. I mean, she's been a district attorney. She's been a prosecutor.
Yeah, she put a bunch of black guys in jail for the third strike.
She's
For three.
been a district attorney.
Is that good? Do you think 3 strikes is good? Putting all those people in jail?
I'm gonna have to fact check that. I'm not questioning.
She was there during the. You've heard of 3 strikes,
I've heard of 3 strikes.
and she was one of the
A lot of
architects and engineers of
A
that.
lot of blacks were okay with the. A lot of blacks were okay with the 3 strikes.
Yeah, but there was guys that had 2 felonies, and then they went and stole a piece of pizza or something, and that third misdemeanor, because it was their 3rd time, they got the 3rd felony.
I'd have a problem with that. I mean, 3 felonies. I mean,
Deserves
3
life in jail. I don't
violent
think
crimes.
maybe 3
I
violent
see.
crimes, maybe, but I think it was just 3 felonies. They didn't have to be violent.
Yeah, I've heard about that. A guy had 2 felonies, stole a Snickers bar, and then got life.
They tell that story to everybody. He stole a 40 ounce and he had 2 felonies and he got life. You've heard that story.
I've heard this story.
And she was involved in that. Now that's true, Mr. Payne. Eugene. Gene.
Now
Mean Gene
that was
Mean
wrong.
Gene Payne.
But well, obviously by now, people anybody that's seen enough of Kamala Harris knows that she's not going to be a pushover.
Yes, she
To
is.
anybody.
She's gonna be legs over the head pushover. Yolanda knows it.
I mean, you're talking about the top.
She's gonna get some rich Iranian guy, some good-looking Iranian guy, tan skin, and he's gonna be some sort of spy.
She's already married.
That's it.
And you don't think these women cheat and do stuff behind their guys'
Oh
back?
no.
Have you ever cheated?
I never cheated.
Have you ever been cheated on?
I've been cheated on.
How did that make you feel?
It hurt for a little while.
Was it a girlfriend or wife?
Girlfriend.
And how'd you bust her?
But there was a little turbulence.
Yeah,
in
so things were a little rocky.
Relationship during the time.
But how did you bust her with another man?
Oh, it was a grapevine. I heard through the grapevine.
No. And did you go beat her up or anything?
Oh no, nothing like that. I wouldn't do it.
Damn.
I'm not. No. I wouldn't
Push the button on that one, brother.
Well, sometimes people do that. Yolanda, you've been beaten up by a guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not funny.
Mm-mm.
What's the worst experience that a guy's ever done to you?
Talked about me, maybe like.
But nobody's ever beat you up so bad you had to go to the hospital?
No.
Thank goodness. Thank
Mm-mm.
goodness. You ever been paid for sex, Gene?
Paid for sex?
Yeah, like a prostitute. You ever prostitute yourself?
No.
Our last guy, Charles, he had a fentanyl crisis or something. He almost died. He said that he was on the male host stroll. Have you ever been to the host stroll? Where the prostitutes hang out? Have you ever done any hardcore drugs or anything? Oh, come on, Gene.
No hardcore.
You never
drugs.
experimented with
Beer, marijuana, alcohol.
no cocaine?
No cocaine.
Why not? You scared?
Let me see. I recall this one incident.
Mm-hmm.
I was about 15.
All right.
My brother and two of his friends, we were all in the bedroom, and they were doing cocaine.
Yeah.
And the white guy, it was white guy, me and my brother and another black guy. The white guy offered me, they were snorting coke.
Yeah. And what year is this? Would you get?
This was about 1976. I was 15.
You're 15, and they're snorting.
They were snorting cocaine. The white
Peruvian
guy offered
marching
me.
powder.
And no, that was a New York Yankee baseball lines.
That's how big the lines
that
are?
was cowboy baseball. That was cowboy football lines.
They were. You're talking about that's how big the
football.
lines were, like on the football field.
But I turned it down, and when I turned it down, he went like this.
What does that mean? Box you out?
And then I didn't know what it meant at the time.
All because you wouldn't do a
Matter of
little
fact, I
cocaine.
did know what he meant. He was calling me square.
Oh yeah, you're square as hell. Gene, you're square as hell.
But these guys, I was 15, and they were at least 5 years older than me.
Oh, that's kind of wild.
4 or 5 years.
Will's such a liar. Will says he's only done Molly one time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Who?
What about you, Yolanda? Did you ever experiment a little booger sugar?
mm,
That sounds like a yeah. little.
no. Only alcohol, but then I didn't like the way it made me feel. I drank some alcohol. We was drinking for a house party, and I thought I was in the bathroom, and I peed in my best friend's bedroom on the floor.
No.
They came in there and they said, "Man, they talking about, you know where you're at?" I said, "Yeah, I'm in the bathroom on the toilet." They said, "No, you're in my bedroom, you're pissing in the middle of the floor."
Did the timer go off?
No, I mean, we're really at 1 minute, so probably it's out.
Yeah, well, let's just see. Let's just go into that. I mean, it's 1:46. We'll see if that comes out too. Well, listen, we had a lot of information on this podcast to digest. Gene came in late. Gene, you're voting for Kamala Harris, so I can't convince you to vote for Trump.
Huh?
I can't convince you to vote for Trump.
Not at the moment.
You know, they say Trump's racist,
Well-
but you know he was friends with Don King and Herschel
Well,
Walker.
you know what I have a problem with?
What?
What Project 2025 is supposed
You don't even know what that is about.
Yes, I do.
Then what's it going to be about, Mr. Project
Project-
2025?
Project-
She's a member of Project 2025. She is. I'm dead serious. She's one of the people that are all about it. She's on their Facebook page.
Project 2025 is not a membership. It's a
You can be a part of their
it's a
Facebook
dictator.
group.
It's a plan. It's a plan to. It's a dictatorship.
Hold on, I want to get this real good for the camera. All right, now I want you to explain to these people what is Project 2025 going to be.
Project 2025 is going to be a dictatorship. Donald Trump has already stated that if we win this election, everything will be fixed. Everything will be fine. There will be no need for anybody to vote anymore. He's gonna he's gonna take over the Department of Justice. It's gonna be a dictatorship, just like his buddy
Who told you this?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump didn't say that.
Donald Trump said that.
When did he say that?
You don't remember when he said he was going to be a dictator?
Ronnie, sit next to him right now. Hurry, Ronnie. Hurry. Ronnie, tell them about other seat, my seat. Go sit in my seat. Hurry. Ronnie, tell them about Project 2025 and what it's really going to be about. Hurry, Ronnie.
I don't know anything about Project 25. I'm sorry.
Don't you think it's fake?
I have, like what Abel says, no speak English.
You know, she's with her first boyfriend. Do you think he's going to break her heart? Gene?
Wait, describe what Abel's condition.
Yeah, he's an ex-transitioner. He used to be a girl.
Detransitioner. He was a woman, and now he's back to his biological sex now. And he's advocating. He's teaching minors how they can protect themselves against all the false ideology.
Yeah, Gene, what do you think about all those kids on gender hormones and cutting off women's breasts?
I don't think they can hear.
I think that's wrong. Some of that's wrong.
You do think
Well,
that's wrong?
Gender cross.
Yeah, transgenders. Do you think it's okay for young kids?
Changing genders.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
I don't know.
What about you,
I kind of
Yolanda?
call that micromanaging.
What I think happened is that a lot of the kids started having mind issues and had to get on meds, mental health meds, and they started taking them. And it wasn't enough research to check that medicine out, and they ended up growing breasts. So they feel like, well, I can't be out there as a boy if I got breasts. So they start changing themselves up into women's. So they was forced to become a man to a woman.
What about Will? What do you think about all that transgender stuff, Will?
I think that they just wasting money. I ain't gonna say wasting money. If you're gonna change your gender, but
Do you think it's okay for children to get on life-changing hormones that are irreversible?
kid better read. If it was my kid, they just have to read the book.
So you wouldn't let your kid do that?
Change the draws, and that's it.
What about you, Gene? So you wouldn't let one of your kids become a female if he was born a boy?
Oh no. Oh no.
What about gay stuff? What do you think about the gay community? Black people treat gay men kind of rude. You ever hear that, Gene?
Not necessarily. I hear all gays get treated pretty bad.
Yeah, but
Not
especially
necessarily-
by black people, they say. So are you saying in the black community they're okay with homosexuality?
No, they're not okay with homosexuality.
I know, isn't that kind of weird how they're not okay with that?
Yeah.
What about Will in the black community? Why are they so rude to homosexuals in the black community?
I don't know. I think gay people just get treated unfairly by everyone. You know, just because.
Yolanda, what do you think about black men, how they treat gay people?
Black man treating a gay person.
Because they gotta be down low, like all the.
I mean, it's like
because like if you're white, it's like, oh, he's gay, ooh, he's celebrating him. But in the black community, if you're gay, they're like,
because we want to be the tough. I think what it is that the blacks wants to be more like the more tougher version of racism. I mean, racist, and so therefore they don't want to accept it because it makes them look bad. But we also got to look at people. We have people in our family like that too. And I'm not gonna knock my son or my brother or not just want them because of what have happened may have caused them. We don't know the background of these people, and we're looking down on them. But don't you think they hurting already, and they can't change that because it has happened to them, and they have done that. You know, I mean, I just look at a person like, not equal but different, but because of whatever may have happened to them, caused them to be that way. And some guys went to jail. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say, hey, they went to jail and was raped, and that changed them. They can't come out of there straight like they was before they went in. So you just gotta just understand each and every person that's like that, and understand that, hey, things happen, and try to accept the difference. And I think this black society, I think we have a lot of hard time accepting change like that. I know that you can go to school with a guy straight, and then 10, 20 years later, he's got a skirt and some heels on, and you just don't understand it, but you ain't been with that fella or that person that, the many years to know what caused him to be that way, So that's the way I just look at it. I try to keep an open mind on a lot of stuff,
Well, I'm about to finish it. All right, guys, we're about to wrap things up. Will, tell the people, how can they find you and how can they support you?
Yo, catch me at the library, 4th floor. Or come to Human Dior across the street from the library. Come say what's up. Buy some clothes.
Okay, Ronnie, get up. No, stay. I know you get up, Ronnie. I need that.
Wait, can I?
Ronnie.
What? Yes.
Let me give a shout out because I put this in the bio. So everyone, I mentioned it earlier, but I love Our Calling. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Our Calling, Dallas.
Yeah.
Homeless. They really do a great job helping out the homeless. I know we've had fun, but they really do great work. They're not a sketchy place that just funnels the fun. So I put the link in the description. Feel free to donate if you want to make meaningful change for our boy Gene right here. Even though he's voting for Kamala, we forgive him.
Hey guys, we're gonna start doing more of these shows up here. Are you guys gonna come on?
Yeah.
This is our first one. But what we want to do is we want to organize people to go start speaking and do activism at City Hall.
Oh, okay.
Ronnie, go sit over there. You're making me anxious.
Sorry.
Are you willing to go speak at a city council meeting?
Sure.
You would.
I'd like some.
I could sign you up and get you ready to go. You would do that.
I would do that.
What about you, Yolanda?
Oh, definitely.
What about you, Will? Would you speak at a meeting if I signed you up and I got it organized?
Yeah.
You would? I'll pay you some money too. I'll pay you.
See, you making it a job now.
Well, I know it doesn't need to be a job, but what I'm saying is I want to get this message out. Everybody's too scared. Not enough people know even how that there's a free podcast studio here. People don't even know that you can go out there and speak and complain. And as a matter of fact, they have a thing for a homelessness. If you go speak there, you speak at the homeless home and get signed up, they actually expedite you in getting you help because you went and spoke there. And is that fair? No, but that's just how the system works. We got an unfair system.
Yeah.
Our system's not fair. Is life fair, Gene?
No.
Why is that? Why is life hard? Why is it hard? Because I notice the older I get, the harder it gets. And even if I get some sort of financial success, then my cat dies or then my car breaks down.
Yeah.
I'm saying every time something good happens, two bad things happen right at the same time.
Well, there's a scripture I go by. It's James 1:7. It says, "Consider it pure joy, my brother, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because trials and tribulations develop perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work before we can be mature and complete, not lacking anything. That's just an excerpt from the scripture.
So we got to persevere, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Damn, life is tough.
And it goes with the Bible saying it goes with the Bible saying that we will have a lot of tests, in life. They don't necessarily use the word fair or unfair, but
We know it's unfair.
meaning the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you know who Mr. Eugene looks like?
Who?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
He does. He has Neil deGrasse Tyson vibes. And Yolanda looks cool too. Yolanda, with that, with the braids like that, you look cool. Like I feel like you could have like a cool artistic job.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like you took photography. Like I want to get you. I want to go find you a job.
Yeah, I would love that.
You got the cool look. I can get you a job working for Kamala probably.
Oh,
She doesn't even want to work for Kamala. But
I mean, I ain't got nothing against her. I just feel like she just don't make a good president, because I feel like, I'm not saying all women are weak, but we all have our weaknesses, and I think a man would stand more position in the president's seat than a woman. And I don't want to knock another woman, but I know we have our weaknesses. And by her never dating, never been married, never had kids, it's kind of hard to say, okay, that perfect guy ain't going to come along and steal my joy.
And knock her off. You're right. Hey, write down. We got to write this down, though, Jimmy. Write down all the people's names we had. We had Daryl today.
We had
Daryl, Will,
Charles,
Yolanda, Jean.
Yolanda.
And we got to write them all down because we're
I've
gonna.
been writing.
Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna have people that want to speak to y'all the most. This is just a 2-hour episode, but we got to get it where we're gonna start coming here where we rent it out for longer and we have personal individual talks. This is just our first. This is our pilot episode.
Oh,
Yolanda.
okay.
It's our first one. I'm not a big guy, but I mean, I got a big social media following. And so we want to start getting the word out. Really what I want to do is I want to go try to disrupt City Hall as much as possible so that they realize that we are not to be messed with anymore. And that they should not take us lightly. And that's the problem is these politicians, they treat us. There's a saying, idolizing a politician is like thinking the stripper actually likes you. The stripper doesn't like us. These politicians don't really like us. So I want to get a coalition of underprivileged people to go and call out City Hall for not helping us out, for giving social services to illegal immigrants over American citizens, for not setting up a safe area where we can even feel comfortable.
What about our kids, our grandkids? Don't they stand for something? I mean,
we got to fight, and we got to fight with words because they'll throw us in jail if we fight with our hands.
That's right.
So what we got to do is we got to come together. And now I want you guys to spread the word that Primetime 99 Pimp on a Blimp is going to come here. And like I said, I'm going to build a coalition. It would be white, black, brown, Latino. I don't care who's in it, but I want people that felt like they've been persecuted by the system, like they've been,
And y'all do this again when?
I'll probably do it on Monday.
Okay, Monday. I'll find some
be
people.
around. Yeah, find some people that want to come be on the podcast. What about you, Will? Why don't you find some of those musicians and people want to come down here?
Yeah, I got a couple of resources that
You do?
Yeah.
And everybody, we'll be hanging out here. We really should get y'all some social media because if y'all have Twitter right now, I could share your Twitter and then people start following you right now. We got 350 people watching just on that. And then how many people are watching on Twitter? What's the total? It says
5,000.
It says 5,000 people are watching it, supposedly. I don't know if Twitter tells the truth how many people are watching, but we still got a lot of people, and we got a lot of people that want to support y'all. So this is the first episode. Guys, I appreciate you guys for watching. Jimmy, Brandon, Ronnie, they all helped out. Let's clap for everybody.
Hey.
So let's give out some cigarettes. Hey, Jimmy, let's hand him 20s.
Hey.
Let's give him a big group photos. Here's some cigs. Take them.
Right now, so let's do it quick.
Let's get a group. Ronnie will take it. Have Ron-
Lean in. Not you, Ronnie. Sorry.
Why did he say my name?
Okay, just get it.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, you're covering your face, Will. We got to see the full face. All right. 3, 2, 1. There we go.
All right. What a show, Brandon. Did you end it?